This is the euro dollar on the 15-minute time frame. This is a 26.18 trade that I've got in. I would have actually entered the double bottom that you can see here this morning, but I missed it. And I've entered the 26.18 trade now because this falls in line with the channel that I'm looking at. So what we actually have here, you can actually see this better on the 60, but I'll just stay on the 15 for a moment. So we've got a channel. We had this double bottom, and I have said in previous videos that I've done numerous times that when you get channels, the great places to look for double bottoms and double tops, of course. And as you can see, we had that double bottom. I missed the opportunity there, but I've waited for the 26.18 because we do have the potential to rally all the way back up to retest the trend line, and that offered me almost a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So I've gone ahead and taken the 26.18 trade. In terms of risk then, I actually waited for a better entry than just the 61.8 fib, and the reason for that is if I put a structure level through here like this, you can see that we've had two tests there, a test there, a test there, a test there. So as we come into this zone, that's where I actually bought the market instead of the 618, and that's what provided me the better risk to reward. Stop just goes, I think I went, was it 8 pips below the low here? I know I've gone a full 10. I've actually gone 11 pips below the low. So in terms of risk here, we have on the table 25 pips of risk. Target ones is going to be a retest of the highs here at 38, and target twos is going to be a retest of the trend line, and also a few pips before that psychological number, the 1400 flat. So that will give us 19. What will that give me? Around 20, around 30, 50. Yeah, almost a 2-to-1 risk reward, just a little bit less than that. So let's just remove the orders. I'm just going to take you out to the 60-minute time frame. And you can see this channel a lot better. And if I just zoom in here, you can now clearly see that double bottom and the fact that we're channeling quite nicely. You can see that this was a valid double top up here. This was a valid double top up here. This was a valid double bottom down here. And so when I say that if you look for these certain types of double tops and double bottoms, they do work out to be very high probability trades. I certainly love channels because when you get price that's adhering to the channel like this, it does make the double tops and double bottoms very high probability. So let's just delete everything off then and do the high time frame analysis here. So on the dailies, I'm really only looking at shorting opportunities. So here on the daily time frame, what we had was we had a nice move lower, and then we had a break below, then we pulled back. We did not violate the highs. Then we saw a new structure low, and then what we've done is we've pulled back. So we are actually in trend here to the downside, so I would only be looking for shorting opportunities. This section here is the area that I would have been looking at for shorting opportunities, and the reason for that is this was an internal level of structure that we came up to. We had a nice doji there followed by a lower low, lower close, and then that gave us a new structure low. We pulled back into this internal level, and then we had a big lower low, lower close, then a couple of bullish candles, and then another lower low, lower close. So right here, this would indicate to me that we're only looking for shorting opportunities. So if I just go to the 240 time frame, and you can see here now that we had a new low, outside return, new low, and we're currently trading lower. Let's go and have a look at this on the 60-minute time frame. and I'll just redraw out that channel that we've been adhering to quite nicely. Okay, so there we go. So you can see that double bottom there, and we'll just simply hold and see if we can get first and second targets. And we're back for the last update on this trade, and in the night I was stopped out on this 2618 trade. You can see price now is back down testing this structure line. It's not something I'm interested in now. I think in the first part of the video I did go over that I would only be looking for shorting opportunities. And that was based on, I think it was the daily time frame. Looking for a retest of the lows here. So there we go, out of that trade for 25 pips.